the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Herring. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David? Well, turning it on! They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Scarlet Knights offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw. It's Albright. Makes the catch. It's Hall. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. There
he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Scarlet Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
In the backfield, it's Hall. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. On the move, it's Duggar. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved that?
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. To the air. It's Albright. Finds his tight end. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave...
Hits the afterburners. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Got it behind the line. It's Duggan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fit it in the window for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They really... the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Hall. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking for a man. It's Albright. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
3:25.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Lasso.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to blast their way in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Quarterback moving. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it and got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Rutgers, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. The short hands, it's Hall. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Scanning the field, it's Albright. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They just keep firing. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
42 Spider. 4-2 high.
Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his 1st game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Rutgers, 17.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finds some room. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 89.
And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
325.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. To the air, it's Albright. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gonna run it. It's Duggar. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense in the off bounds.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Ohio State.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
On the ready. Here we go, here we go.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loss of 4.
The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team.
Punt it away.
Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Scarlet Knights have pushed it inside the 20. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
They're dealing with a second and long. Using his legs, it's Hall. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Albright. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with the score.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Got room to work. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game one. Blowout win looking like in game two. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I think this quarterback needs to do a better job incorporating the hard count. That was third and inches. If you use the hard count, you get him off sides. Now you get a first down regardless of whether you get sacked or not. Think about changing up the snap count a little bit to slow down this pass rush.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Albright. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll try to run for it. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Let's send the tight end in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Right on the money. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Going with the ground game left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To the air, it's Albright. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Immediately fires to the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they got it at the 45. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear.
Pound 55 weak. Yeah, go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Nicholson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wide open downfield. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Nicholson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. It's Albright. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally,
there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
He's knocked down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Back to throw, it's Albright. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Albright. Snagged in the middle, it's Nicholson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Back open in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find